Hello, I'm Sanjay Pulipaka. Welcome to the latest edition of Global Perspectives. Today, in an important development, India and New Zealand have agreed on a free trade agreement. The Indian Prime Minister noted that the free trade agreement constitutes a historic milestone that reflects a strong political will and a shared ambition to deepen economic ties between the two countries. On the other hand, the New Zealand Prime Minister was also optimistic, and he stated, India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and this gives New Zealand business persons an opportunity to engage with a market of 1.4 billion consumers. At the moment, in terms of exports, India exports approximately around $711 billion, whereas it imports about $587 million. Putting together imports and exports, the overall trade is around $1.29 billion. So, what are the important components in India-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement? Indian exports to New Zealand will get zero tariffs on 100% of the product lines. On the other hand, New Zealand exports to India will get 0% tariffs on about 75% of the product lines, which account for almost 95% of the bilateral trade. It's important to note here that reduced tariffs will not be applicable to various agricultural and dairy products which are imported from New Zealand. This is done to protect the Indian agricultural and dairy farming communities. There are a few other important points to be noted here. New Zealand has accepted to invest about $20 billion in a span of next 15 years in India. Both countries have agreed on mobility arrangements, which are aimed at creating pathways for skilled employment. According to the agreements, students who pursue their bachelor's and master degrees in STEM education, that is, science, technology, engineering, and medicine education in New Zealand, will get up to 3 years of work permits. Similarly, the doctoral students will get up to 4 years of work permit after completing their studies. The other important point which needs to be noted here is trade negotiators belonging to the other countries have often pointed out or complained that India is very slow with free trade agreement negotiation process. However, it should be noted that this year alone, India has concluded 3 free trade agreements, one with United Kingdom, other with Oman, and now with New Zealand. These quick conclusion of free trade agreement points out that India is very eager to diversify its trade relationship in response to changing geoeconomic and geopolitical situation, and also the attitude of major economies towards India. In the coming months, India will be looking to conclude free trade agreement with other major economies such as European Union and United States, while simultaneously pursuing similar negotiations with host of other economies. Thank you.